Yo Mitros, as always I wondered about making these tards cry, so this time I am back with an ultimate Ben 10 debunk. Be ready to know how fodder Ben 10 actually is. First of all, these structures which are recognized as all F cardinality isn't all F but Greek letters like alpha, beta and omega. You can see the column of these symbols, and these symbols don't contain any mathematical values. So this wank gets debunked here, but I know Ben 10 tards won't understand it because of being illiterate, but I don't care. Lemmo. Type 4 multiverse was just an interpretation of Tegmark, and according to laws of physics it is not any higher type of possible space, as the elements in vector spaces are sets of numbers themselves and are physically manifested in space. And having different laws of physics is common, even in a regular space. And these niggas don't even know what Schrödinger's equation is, they are just recognizing these normal derivatives and integrations as Schrödinger's equation. Even Gwen said it is just normal calculus.
These runes are undecipherable.
What do you mean? It's just calculus.
Some would now talk about the Type 4 multiverse being more complex in mathematics, but they actually don't even know the basics of set theory. Nowadays a new wank is coming to know about quantum decoherence in Ben 10, which is about timelines, as you can read the summary of the episode, but quantum decoherence isn't about randomness in timelines, but it is about parallel worlds, and in Ben 10 timelines and parallel worlds are different.
Down here is when you were 10 years old. Right here is now. Up here is when you'll be 30 years old. The trunk is the main timeline. These branches represent alternate timelines, where reality literally branches off and becomes a different timeline, each containing its own Ben Tennyson.
And the Professor Paradox doesn't have any realm of higher plane of existence. His realm is called Vacuity Village, and it is situated in the Null Void. Now it's up to you if you want to believe Null Void is a higher dimensional plane of existence. And those infinite dimensional statements get contradicted by this single page, where that so-called infinite dimensional being was not able to save himself against a three-dimensional monster, and I have already talked about it in detail in my previous videos. Also, dude, stop using statements of Joe Kelly. He doesn't even know how the multiverse in Ben 10 works. I know you don't have any actual proofs for your wanks, therefore you have to rely on these statements that won't help you to wank, so please stop it and get some help. The trans-temporal metaphysics statement of Dr. Paradox just proves the point that Ben 10 has quantum entanglement and not many world interpretations. To understand better, watch this video of mine and don't forget to read the pinned comment. By the way, for those geniuses who think Ben 10 has metaphysics by this statement, don't make fun of yourself in the community. Even the fourth dimension can be a part of metaphysics because of being an abstract, as we are three-dimensional. Now let's come to this Omniverse statement of Albedo.
Now I see the universe for what it is. We are all dust, bound by one enormous universal force. No, not universal, not even multiversal. This omniversal force continues forever.
If you don't know, then theories like quantum entanglement and many world interpretations talk about having a multiverse, which means a universe containing infinite realities can also be recognized as a multiverse. And let me tell you straight up, an omniverse is nothing but the highest possible realm where all existence exists. If any verse only has an universe and nothing higher than it, then for that verse, omniverse can be used in the context for the universe, as all existence relies on that one universe. And to be honest, there is no actual theory of omniverse in science. This is just a fan theory made by wikis like these. When Albedo mentioned universal force, he talked about one reality, but when he said multiversal force, he was referring to those infinite realities in the universe, which by total makes a multiverse. And the omniversal force which he mentioned was actually multiverse, as in Ben 10 multiverse is the final existence, and if not, then why did the creators never show something beyond multiverse? Also, please don't talk about CN City here. If CN City contains every verse Cartoon Network telecast, then DC also contains real world. And this is not Jung archetypes, kids. Jung archetypes is collective unconsciousness, not collective consciousness, and here the consciousness is of the readers, which is clearly metafictional. And I know Ben 10 tards think metafiction scales somewhere, but if it scales, then I don't see Superman below tier 0. So this was for now. If I left something, then comment below. I would make a part 2 for sure. Peace out.